You feel it, you know it. D-Raw Productions.
Houston Sports Connoisseurs brought to you by
D-Raw.
What it do, people? It's your boy D-Raw coming to you with another episode of the HSC. You already know how we do. Got my boy Charles right here. Charles, let him know what's up.
Y'all already know what's up. Good drink, good smoke. This ain't no joke.
Hey, this the first time as a duo we on cam, so now people, they can see what it is, what's real.
Yeah, you might get a couple of new friend requests, so get ready for that.
For sure. Hey, so, you know, this week is the actual start of the rest of the NFL preseason. And I really just want to talk about, like, what's the most important, or what will we see most importantly from these teams? Who do we think the preseason will be most important to for certain teams? What you think, Charles?
So here's my take on the preseason. It don't never change. It don't never switch up. The reason I love the preseason, and I used to hate the preseason, but the reason I love the preseason is because it gives you a chance to get a look at what's behind the starters. But I'm kind of noticing that a lot of teams this year are putting the starters out there in game one. So it's going to be an interesting mix-up this year, you know, just to see what we looking at. And I think for the most part, this going to give those guys that's kind of like on the edge of making a roster a good chance to get out there and show what they got.
Facts. Speaking of teams that's getting out there early with the starters, I know Arizona is one of those teams.
Right.
And Cincinnati. And, you know, Kyler Murray, he kind of one of them players that might be on the cusp. We don't really know if he going to, you know, be the true starter for the long term. I know he's been there for a while, but we haven't really seen him really take that team to the playoffs. But most importantly, if I was to pick any team with a magnifying glass, bro, I would say the Colts. And, you know, they play Thursday night. And the reason I say that, bro, is because Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones got this battle. And we really haven't seen what Anthony really can just give us, you know, on a full spectrum.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's going to be real interesting to see, man. I mean, that quarterback position is definitely wide open for anybody's taking. But I'm going to tell you another team that I think, you know, the preseason is going to be good for is actually the Las Vegas Raiders. That organization, that, you know what I'm saying, they've been shook up, bro. And so it's like, what is Pete Carroll going to really bring to the table to jail those guys in such a short time,
right? And
get high results,
right?
Like,
and then it's like, can you really even trust Pete Carroll at this point? I mean, hell of a coach, but the game really kind of like changed on him, and then he went to the office, and then he came back to coaching. So it's like, I don't know what, you know.
I think Pete Carroll gonna be Pete Carroll, man. It more boiled down to their quarterback play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you know who they got at quarterback, right?
Nah, bro.
Focus on
I know who they got at running back, though.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, this dude is just, you know, he been heavy on their running back since they drafted him. I'm gonna give him that, man. But he should be a pretty stellar.
Yeah.
Looking at the rest of the offensive weapons they got over there, man, it ain't looking too good.
I mean, Devontae Adams, you know, he gonna help whoever out, you know.
Yeah.
And he could still be on the cusp of what, Devontae, like, what, 32 now? So you don't know if he trending upward or downwards, or he gonna be the same. But I trust in the talent that he got. You know, he gonna still be the same player.
So what do you think Carolina's gonna bring to the table this year?
Man, I think as far as quarterbacking, I think they're gonna get a lot better. The offensive scheme is gonna be a lot better. But overall, I don't think they're gonna be a whole lot better as a team when it comes to regular season. But this preseason is going to say a lot about this Carolina team.
It's going to say a lot about a lot of the NFL teams right now. Because if you look at, like, the New York Giants, they got uncertainty at the quarterback position. But the team that was going to really benefit the most, if I had to pick one team, me, myself, I would say it's the Cleveland Browns.
Hey, I knew you was going to say that. That's why I saved them. Because at first I was going to say Cleveland. But honestly, like, Cleveland is the one team because You look at Cleveland, they got Dylan with Gabriel.
Yeah.
They got Sheddeur Sanders. They got Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Hell, they done added somebody. It's like they add another quarterback to that room every week. I think they got about 6-7 quarterbacks in that room. And then, not to mention, bro, they got Sheddeur at the fourth in the depth chart.
But here's the crazy part. Aside from all his off the field antics, he's slated to start this week.
He is. They say he's gonna get a lot of preseason time.
So how do you think he gonna do? How is he gonna respond to the coaches and the organization coming out publicly admonishing him for his speeding tickets?
Say, who is Sheddeur daddy?
But see, that's another thing too. I'm glad you said that. Did you know that he didn't allow his daddy to come to none of his practices?
I know. It's for various reasons, but...
So he's trying to separate from Deion and say, this is about me. So, yeah, that's Deion's son, but he got his own identity.
He do. But I don't feel like he's going to crack under pressure. I feel like he's going to make a dime.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And with all that being said, I feel like Sheddeur is a special kind of player. He was just drafted late because of all of the scrutiny around him and all that kind of stuff with his daddy and the men up top not really liking him, the image that he bring. But Sheddeur gonna shine, bro.
Okay. Glad you said that because I had a question pop up in my head just that quick. You say he gonna shine.
He gonna shine.
You really think all this gonna work in the NFL, bro? You really think that's gonna work? The minute he do that on the NFL field, he just put a big target on his back.
You right. Who used to do that? Money Manziel. You know what I'm saying? He did a lot of that too. But they're not the same kind of guys.
Where
bro.
is he now?
Shit, he's somewhere sitting on his couch, braving in all that money he
I'm
made in the
glad I
NFL.
asked that question and you didn't know the answer because I know where he is. No,
I don't know. I stopped following him.
He's selling used cars now. And he's also selling airline tickets to ex-Houston Texans who had no business coming back from Kansas City.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, he's still a hustler, though.
Okay, I did the research. I found out how that boy got back out of KC, man.
Hey, well, look. Out of the rookie quarterbacks, who do you feel is going to have the most successful season this year?
You know what? At first, I thought it was just a clear runaway. I was going to say my boy Cam, Tennessee, you know. But when I looked over the list, bro, I kind of feel like Jalen Milroe.
Jalen Milroe. Where Jalen at now?
Jalen Milroe is in Seattle.
Okay.
And he got action.
Okay.
All of these young quarterbacks, for the most of them, you know, Cam Ward starting, of course, right? But Jackson Dart is like number 4 on the depth chart. But I think Jalen Milroe is like one injury, and of course I ain't wishing no injury on nobody. But I think he one injury away from be able to get in the game and show to the league what he can do. He
got a hell of a shot to get in the game because the quarterback in front of him ain't.
Exactly.
I'm not really too happy about. But
exactly.
I got an honorable rookie quarterback. He's not really a rookie.
Honorable?
But you might as well say he never really got to touch the field.
No. You can't do that. Either he a rookie or he not a rookie.
He's an unlucky guy, but he going to be lucky this year.
Man, how many unlucky guys we got in the league?
Hey, that guy is J.J. McCarthy for the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, nah, you know what? I got to tip my hat to that one. That I got to totally agree. You know, I had picked Minnesota, man, as one of my top 3 coming out the NFC.
Hey, them boys going to be tough. Hey, when we talk about a team that has a lot of depth, that has drafted well over the years, and just like picking the right players out of free agency and things like that, Minnesota's that team. You know, unfortunately, that like what they won 14 games last season. I think they won 7, 8 straight at some point. Yeah, they whooped the Texans' ass, including but
that was the one team I really felt like handed the Texans they had.
They did.
Minnesota.
Yeah, there wasn't really like, oh, CJ's just made a mistake or we just made a fumble. We just got our ass whooped.
No. And we ain't got to keep talking about that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's last season, bro. I'm looking forward to what we could do, you know what I'm saying, come August 9th, but we'll talk about that later, you know. But
hey, it is what it is. But you know your boy suspended for 3 games, right?
Addison. Yeah.
So the first 3 games kind of set the tone.
Yeah.
You don't think that's gonna have a big impact?
I think it's gonna have an impact on McCarthy. And I know the biggest question right now is how would he handle the pressure, of the team winning so many games, and can he lead the team to a winning streak like they went on last season? Mm-hmm. So honestly, me personally, bro, I think he's gonna do fine. Him coming from Michigan, him handling all the scrutiny and stuff inside and out, going against Ohio State, making it that far and winning the championship in college football as a quarterback, and also having a successful run game behind him, a big offensive line in front of him. All those things, I feel, all culminated to him being a prepared NFL quarterback. He was just unlucky last season with the torn ACL.
So in Minnesota, you think he have all the tools and weapons around him to be successful?
Hell yeah, bro.
All right.
Hell yeah.
All right. Validate my pick, bro.
For sure.
So we talked about him, but I just kind of want to jump back to him because of the question that you asked. Like, what does Sheddeur fit into all of that?
Right.
Because if you really think about what's in front of him, Joe Flacco, like with some stellar play, man, I think he can uproot.
Bro,
Flacco easy.
Not to interrupt you, bro, but them even having Flacco as the quote unquote number one back coming off that depth chart, bro, it's crazy. In front of Sheddeur and in front of Dylan Gabriel, I know they say Gabriel got a hamstring. I think they said Flacco might have a hamstring too. So that's one of the reasons why Sheddeur gonna get a lot of PT. But bro,
they all got bad hamstrings over there. But then they said something was wrong with Sheddeur's shoulder. Yeah. But it don't matter. If you a gamer, you a gamer.
You're right.
And you play through injury.
And I think it's just a lot of politics. They don't want to let him know that he really that one. He really that one.
You think the organization, the Cleveland Browns, really feel that way about it?
I think they got it. They got to know he that one, bro. Out of the quarterbacks they have, I mean, I feel like Dylan Gabriel might be a decent quarterback, but I don't think that he's really better than Sheddeur.
I think the Cleveland Browns call themselves giving Sheddeur Sanders the opportunity to play his way out of the NFL.
I'm gonna say this: I didn't think he was playing his way out of the NFL, but playing his way to another team. I think it's possible that he might have a good run in the preseason. He might have one bad game, but with all the quarterbacks on that roster, Dylan Gabriel, Joe Flacco, and all the political scrutiny, they might actually cut. Excuse me. They might actually cut Sheddeur Sanders, and he might actually get to go to a team that he prefers.
I'm gonna need rehab after this episode. Look here, bro. This the only knock I got against what you just said. If the Cleveland Browns was betting on him playing to another team, we got to remember, Sheddeur went in the 5th round.
Right.
Every team passed on him at least twice.
But they all passed on him for the same reason.
Yeah, they didn't want it.
Because what?
Because what? His arrogance?
His
pedigree?
Yeah, his arrogance, pedigree, and his daddy is Deion Sanders, bro. Hey, if Sheddeur Sanders was Tom Brady's son, this would be a whole different conversation. Shh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I heard too many crickets right there, bro. I had to refocus for a second. Yeah, you right. I agree.
Man, come on, bro. Whatever, man. Whatever, bro. Hey, well, look.
Keep it
what
moving,
was
man.
your opinion?
Of what?
Just the Cleveland Browns and Sheddeur, bro. I
told you what I thought. I feel like they gave him an opportunity to play himself off because of his daddy. It's a lot of people don't like the arrogance of the Sanders family. But you can't take away from them they on the field play. And that's what you can't take from them.
All
so,
right.
Yeah.
Just want to be clear.
I'm clear.
All right. So, look, man. Who is your top 5 boom or bust players for this upcoming season?
Boom or bust?
Boom or bust.
All right. So, definitely C.J. Stroud. Right out the gate.
Wow.
For me,
he wasn't even on my radar.
Yeah, he's on my radar. Because from all the reports coming out of training camp right now, he's on a roller coaster. He's up and down. He's all over the place. He's not looking like that guy that's looking to bounce back from somewhat of an even keel sophomore season. Yeah, everybody giving him all the excuses, you know what I'm saying, or the reasons, shall we say, of why last year didn't go so well. But at the same time, he got to come from that this year and take it to the next level. His first 2 years, he took us to the playoffs, won a game, lost. This year, the chips are higher. So, definitely C.J. Stroud. I hate to stay with the Texans, bro, but I got another player on my radar, that I think fits that bill, and it's going to be Nick Chubb. I got to see what he going to do, man. Is the injury, is it time to sit on the sidelines and kick the old tires or what? Man, I think he's ready to go and come back to that old form. So, CJ, Nick Chubb, and what else?
I was going to say, in side quote, they say he's not playing in the preseason, or at least not this first game.
But, I mean, it's not due to injury. I think they doing that just for precautionary measures, which is smart.
You could be right.
Another boom or bust player, Anthony Richardson.
I like that.
Everybody he came out with the big hype. He has not, in either one of his 2 seasons, lived up to the bill whatsoever.
Yeah.
So this year is redemption. Because I think that's the player, when you made the statement like you did about Sheddeur, that, they trying to see if another team want him. He's the guy. Because I think the Colts are done with him if he don't produce after this season. So that's 3 of them. Another guy that I feel like boom or bust. Tyreek Hill.
I heard about that too.
Tyreek Hill.
When I was just doing my research, Tyreek Hill, not to interrupt, but is it because of his speed and his age or just other reasons?
It's a combination of both, bro. It looked like, he regressed last year. And then you add into the fold an attitude problem, a locker room cancer.
Yeah, that boy, he had it, bro.
Yeah, he went hard. So, yeah, it's boom or bust for him.
Did you see what he said about A-Chain?
What'd he say?
He was saying they was asking him about third down conversions and basically what the team can improve on. And he was like, oh yeah, stop putting A-Chain in on third and short, fourth and short. He's not good at it. We need somebody else.
That's what I'm saying. Now you're throwing your team.
Yeah, you're throwing one of the bus, bro.
Come on, Tyreek, man. You gotta do better than that. And then my last player, and I know it's kind of early on for him, but I still feel like, he right there. It's your boy, the QB in Carolina. Yeah. Bro, I know midgets need love too. I'm not tripping on that part.
Yeah.
But he just ain't showed none of the form from Oklahoma in Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Is he NFL material?
The question's still out there. And I guess that's why he boom or bust.
Yeah, he boom or bust for me. What's your top 5?
So, bro,
I know you got a Santa Claus list for this.
Nah, bro, but I'm gonna start off with Christian McCaffrey.
He boom or bust?
Yeah, he boom or bust. Last season, he was injured most of the year. He got traded.
That's true.
And then, before he got to the 49ers, Carolina, they worked the hell out of him. They had him running, they had him receiving.
Definitely.
And that kind of just broke him up. He got to the 49ers, he had redemption. You know what I'm saying? He became a new man. They learned how to use him, balance him out. He played well.
Like an MVP.
Right, MVP, Madden cover, everything.
That.
Hey, that Madden cover really bad luck, bro.
You think it's a jinx?
It's really bad luck.
I know it got my boy V Young, but anyway.
25. Look at his year last year. It's terrible.
Yeah.
But going into the next season, and McCaffrey getting a little older. Running backs, they already don't play for long, but all the workhorse kind of shit that they have him do, I think this might be that year where he take a dip. He might still be productive, but he's not going to be the same McCaffrey that we know.
Okay. So you don't think that this year off is going to work to his benefit?
I would say that.
So he should be well rested.
Well rested, but just, man, all them yards, all them touches, bro, carries, or however you want to put it, downs played,
Yeah.
is going to show up this year.
All right. Who else you got?
And number 2, bro, Sam Darnold.
Sam.
You know, we kept talking about him, talking about that quarterback in Seattle. I ain't want to, you know what I'm saying, get too much on him, but, bro, Sam Darnold, he had one good season, people. One good season.
So do you think it was because of him and his experience as a quarterback that got him that good season, or was it the team that he was on?
It's the team that he was on, he was surrounded by. Scheme too, but Sam Darnold, he was in Carolina? He was with the Jets too, right?
Yeah.
And now he went to the Vikings. He had one good season, but they didn't pay him.
No, they didn't.
That say a lot right there.
That say a lot.
Hey, they had one of the best seasons they done had in a while. You know what I'm saying?
But I want to leave that last part out of that, because players not getting paid don't necessarily correlate to them not being good players. Because if that's the case, why Michael Parsons ain't paid?
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Go ahead. But you go ahead.
That's the truth, but he is a quarterback. He's a leader of the offense. You know what I'm saying?
Defense.
Yeah, but he ain't no Mike Backer, you know. But he a leader of the defense, but we gonna say that for another time, bro.
Yeah. Cause you cheating right now.
But Sam Darnold, bro, like, he didn't get paid from Minnesota. He went to Seattle, got his money. You know, got the payday. But I don't feel like he's the quarterback of the future. I don't feel like he's gonna be no better than Geno Smith was.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this here, and this is my view on it. When he was in Minnesota, yeah, he could have had all the talent around him, but at the end of the day, you still got to make the throw. You still got to read the defense.
That's true.
And he delivered the goods.
And that could be scheme. But we will see.
Scheme, you can be in a great scheme, but if you ain't got the arm talent, the IQ to register what that defense doing and make the play, scheme is out the window. Ask Davis Mills.
And this might be throwing those slugs, bro.
Nah, that is not a slug. That's facts.
Yeah, we'll see, bro. Davis Mills might get somewhere else, and Long Neck might make it.
Yeah, you right.
But hey, the next one you're gonna be surprised. It's Jaden Daniels.
Really?
Jaden Daniels, and the reason why is because last year was his rookie year.
His rookie year.
You know what I'm saying? Look at CJ rookie year.
Right.
It was great. But now we know the strengths and weaknesses of Jaden Daniels. We know what the team do, you know, to help him succeed. And now we know how to target him and make him struggle. Now the teams can actually scheme to actually stop Jaden Daniels with the whole, 17, 18, how many games they played? 17, 18 games. They went to the playoffs. So they got 18 games to actually see everything about Jaden Daniels in the NFL under pressure.
I don't disagree with that part. Not at all. Great point. But here's my thing. You compared him to CJ, so I'm going to take that analogy and go this way with it. When CJ came out of his rookie year, was he boom or bust at the beginning of the sophomore year?
He wasn't.
Okay, so why Jaden Daniels had a spectacular rookie season? Why is he boom or bust?
I would say this because Jaden Daniels is more of a scrambler than CJ. CJ was more of a pocket quarterback.
So because he scrambles, that makes him boom or bust?
Yeah, a little bit for me.
Okay.
Because now, look, and I'm going to say this, bro, is because now they going to scheme him up to make him sit in that pocket and deliver. He ain't going to better get out that pocket like he used to. Unless he really got that Lamar Jackson in him or that Mike Vick in him, for sure.
You know, the one thing that I admired about them words was hard for me to spit out. The one thing I admired about the Washington Commanders when it comes to Daniels is I applaud them for letting him play his style of ball. So I don't see them trying to convert him into a traditional pocket passer when he's had so much success being who he is. Mm-hmm. I think they did the exact right thing by trying to get him more weapons over there so that they can unleash the offense even more so. Because with Deebo Samuel's in the fold, oh my God.
Well, look, How do you feel? I know this ain't got nothing to do with the top 5, but how do you feel about Scary Terry possibly being traded? How do you feel like that's going to affect Daniels?
I know that was one of his go-to weapons last year, but like I said, they brought in Deebo Samuels. They've been having training camp with him not being there, and all reports that I've been seeing is he's still been dropping dimes no matter whose jersey he's throwing it to.
Okay.
I know it'll be a bit of a transition for them to, go into this season without him, and it's kind of early in his career to be snatching weapons away from him. But if he is who I think he is, he's going to be fine.
All right.
Yeah.
So the next one. You ain't going to believe this one. You ain't going to believe this one. Mm-hmm. Travis Hunter. Boom or bust. It's his rookie year, but the reason I say boom or bust for Travis is because he's still trying to play both sides of the ball. They already got him at starting receiver, backup cornerback.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like my boy Devontae said, man, I just don't think he's going to be able to do that at 100%, going side to side in NFL. And then you talking about covering punts and playing receiver. And then you get somebody like Devontae in front of him. He got to try to cover that. Like, come on, bro.
But it all boils down to schemes. And from what I understand, the way that they're going to play him on both sides of the ball is it's not going to be nowhere near what he was doing in Colorado. He's only going to come in on the defensive side on crucial third down plays. But for the most part, he's going to line up at wide out. And I think he can, handle that.
We're going to see.
But to boom or bust him his rookie year, when we really don't know what to expect.
We don't, but...
And his ceiling is high.
It's a high ceiling.
But I don't think it's boom or bust.
But I feel like his ceiling can be very low if he really try to go out there and play both sides like he was in Colorado.
It's never been done like they going to do it with him. But, again, my opinion on that is it's not boom or bust. If anything, they just come back next year and say, okay, you one side of the ball on.
Yeah. All right.
But I don't think he's going to bust.
Now, I feel like, one side of the ball, he's going to be great.
Yeah.
I would say more or less probably receiver. Great receiver versus cornerback.
Right.
But that's a whole lot of other stuff that my perspective. But
and who's your last guy?
Kyler Murray. See, we already had talked about Kyler, but I feel like Kyler, bro, is the next boom or bust.
Okay. Justify that.
Great athleticism, but eventually he gonna slow down a little bit. He already short, so his ability to scramble and get out the pocket and hit targets downfield is somewhat gonna come to an end because he just ain't got it like that no more eventually, bro.
Okay.
I mean, this shit might sound crazy, but
it don't sound crazy.
Besides Marvin Harrison Jr.,
it don't sound crazy.
How many targets does Kyler Murray got? Oh, in the tight end. Man, I forgot the white boy name, bro. Sorry, people, I forgot his name, but he was a NFL top 100. I just looked at him the other day. Boy, a beast though, but it took him like 14 weeks to get a touchdown. But you know what I'm
saying? You get a touchdown once every 14 weeks and you solid.
He's top 100.
How? That's based off past seasons. It couldn't have been last season. But you know what? I just want to rebuttal that to say this. I would have totally agreed with you if you would have picked this other midget out of the NFL at the QB position for boom or bust. Because to me, Tua, he's more boom or bust than Kyler.
Look, I had Tua on my list at first, but I took him off. And I put Kyler Murray.
Why did you take him off?
Because, bro, I don't know. I feel like when Tua is healthy, I mean, that could be part of boom or bust. But when Tua is healthy, bro, that nigga own like Donkey Kong, bro.
Did he say own like Donkey Kong?
Yes!
I'm drinking. I've been drinking. Look, for me, out of the two, Tua has got more to prove. The organization that he with, they had great expectations when they brought in Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill got with him, and he ain't been a shadow of the receiver he was in Kansas City. That's on your quarterback play.
Could be, but
you got to throw your wide receivers open.
So realistically looking, though, how many games did Tua actually play?
Exactly. So it's boom or bust. If you can't get on the field, out of here. Let's get you gone, bro. Nah, it's Tua.
Hey.
It's Tua.
Hey, that boy Tua was NFL top 100 though.
So since we stating facts out there, man, I think it's time we let the people know what's really happening right here. You keep throwing that NFL top 100 out here. Do you know where I rank on the list?
Not in the 100.
It's right here on the shirt,
Number
baby.
two.
Number 2.
Oh, stop it, boy.
So, anyway, next topic, bro. I ain't got time to defend myself against these measly accusations you throwing out here, bro.
Oh, man. So next question. Who do we believe is on the Texans chopping block? You want me to go first?
No, I got one real quick, and to be honest with you, man, this is one that's near and dear to my heart because I love him just because of the story behind him and the program he came out of. I really thought he was going to come into the league and, you know, have a real solid career. But no more the explanations, man. I'm talking about Mitchie, man. I think John Mitchie might be on the chopping block.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know what? I had him part of my chopping block. I actually listed quite a few players.
Yeah.
I was trying to like get the roster down, you know, but it's so many players still. But I had John Mechie dueling it out with Braxton Berrios.
Okay.
And then like Johnny Johnson III, I feel like he on the chopping block. And then there's two receivers, both with the last name Johnson, Xavier Johnson, the other Johnson, but both
Johnny
of them
Johnson.
guys,
Yeah.
both of them guys, I feel like they're gonna be cut, bro,
Okay.
because it's like 9 receivers in that room, or 10.
But you know, it's another one on there, man, that ain't one of the Johnsons, that ain't Mechie. I'm kind of thinking Xavier Hutchinson might be right there teetering
Damn, now
too,
my
man.
boy Hutch, dog.
Yeah, the X-Man, dog. I think, I think he might be looking at.
Bro.
Because if they decide to keep Berrios, it's going to be real hard to keep Xavier Hutchinson. What else do he bring to the table? Can he punt return? Can he kick return?
That's true.
Can he wash dishes? Nah, I'm just asking because he got to do something
That's
to stay
true.
on this roster.
I think this really got to be his breakout year. He gotta make it work this year. He a big receiver. He physical. He still got that good speed that we're looking for. He need to play more like Nico. And this got to be the year, bro. He need to be that backup to Nico. When Nico come off the field, he need to come in.
But they ain't got him slated as the first man off, coming in on the rotation.
You're right.
They got them rookies in front of him.
Yeah.
And what really hurts is they went to his alma mater.
And got 2 of them.
And got 2 of them.
And hey, Jaden Higgins, it's been nothing but good news about him. So he coming. They got him slated to be the number 2.
Yeah.
So,
right behind me. So, shout out to D'Amico for making all these right decisions.
Oh, boy.
Nah, he called me the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What'd he say? He told you, hey, man.
Personal
Hey, look,
conversation. Personal conversation, bro.
Nah, look, he told, hey, man.
Look.
Tell that boy D-Raw come out here and get this tryout. We ready for him. We see him. He been putting in that work. We ready for him. You know what I'm saying? We need another back. We got 5 of them, but 3 of them really ain't about shit. We need that 3rd down guy. That's gonna go get it.
You better be lucky I signed that NDA with him. I can't talk to you about it.
Hey, but
what about on the defenses? Who on the chopping block over there?
There's so many DBs over there, honestly, bro, that don't have a name, but there's a lot of them that do have a name that's veterans that I feel like they're gonna cut.
Talk to me. Who?
But if I was to pick one, I know you keep saying it's a D'Amico guy, bro. I'm still gonna roll with Jimmy Ward for sure.
You think Jimmy Ward? They gonna really cut Jimmy Ward?
Yeah, man. It's just, I mean, he's still on the squad for political reasons, bro. Or you know what I'm saying? Things that happen in court or whatever. They still trying to work that out. But I think eventually, whether he cleared or not, I think they're gonna cut him. I could be wrong though. But
yeah, you are.
Look, it's one player I want to talk about on the offensive line. I've been hearing bad news about him all of a sudden. all day, bro. Blake Fisher.
Wow. You know what? I've been hearing the same thing, man, and it had me scratching my head. Like, they was pretty high on him towards the end of last season, but now all of a sudden it's like they done labeled this boy as just straight trash.
Yeah. Like, today, I was listening to the radio, man. They were saying how Texans might either cut him or they might trade him. And they might not get the same value as a second rounder for him, but they said he might be gone. And then, not to mention, they was talking about what's his name, Trent Brown. They just signed. This guy's almost 400 pounds. He's been in the league by 11, 12 years. Yeah, they say he been balling out though. So I guess they saying that's a good reason for Blake Fisher to be out the door.
They say Trent Brown been balling out at 400 pounds.
Yeah. And
I need to see it.
And I need to see that. And they say Eric really looking like a starter.
They said the same thing about Blake Fisher last year when they had him out there.
And
I'm not giving up on Blake Fisher right now. I don't think he's on the chopping block because if nothing else, he can be a line sub. But to go to the defensive side of the ball, a dude who I think just really ain't played up to nobody's expectation. I don't even think his mama liked to watch him play football. Talk about Miles Bryant. Why is he still here?
Nah, hold up.
Nah, I said
that. Miles Bryant Bryant, he's been playing well at nickelback so far through training camp. That's all I've been hearing. And then, not only that, he was a good nickelback for the Patriots. Last year, he played okay. He went great, but I don't think he should be cut. Would you cut Miles Bryant over D'Angelo Ross? Like, come on, bro.
No, he's another one that needs to go. Like, I think the two new rookies, both the Jalen's, Jalen Smith and Jalen Reed, need to come in and we need to ship them out.
Well, look, I want to talk about the tight end room because, they added like 2 tight ends, bro.
Oh, my God, man. That room is so stacked.
They added Irv Smith.
That's hard cut, bro.
They added Irv Smith, and then you got Dalton King. Like,
but he's more for fullback.
Yeah, but we got one. We got a fullback, Jacob Johnson.
Yeah, but you always want some competition at the position during training camp.
That's true.
But how are we gonna keep all these tight ends?
And then you got your boy Lachey,
Lachey.
And looking at his background, I did more research on him. Him coming from Iowa, he gonna ball out. Name a bad Iowa tight end, bro.
I told you he was a dark horse sleeper that people sleeping on. The man is 6'6", bro, and they say he blocked like a freight truck.
Gotta be.
So, like I say, if we struggling on the O-line and you put him in a power package, bro.
Yeah. And then you got 2 guys that for sure can line it up at receiver in the tight end position. That's Brevin and Cade.
Right.
Stover. So, Dalton Schultz, he kind of in between, but
he our starter.
But
what is he in between?
Do you feel like he boom or bust?
Yeah. Just go ask old boy Yeast. Put the paws on that boy. He made training camp what it's supposed to be. Ain't nothing wrong with a little tussling every now and then just to keep things lively. Yeah, lively.
It's funny you mentioned Yeast because I was looking, I'm like, who the hell is
he?
Yeah. Hey, but that's one of those no names that I was talking about.
Yeah, he got a name now. Black Eye. Anyway,
man,
he should be on the chopping block.
He gonna be on the chopping block if it's up to me. He already cut.
All right, bet.
So look, man, looking at this Vikings game on August 9th, what do you feel like will be the most or the biggest thing we should focus on as an organization for the Texans, or what would you focus on as a fan?
Well, that answer is the same no matter what audience you use to say who it's important to. The organization, a fan, a head coach, and dude, the focus got to be on the O-line.
Got to be, huh?
Where we are, because from what I'm hearing, defense, stout. That O-line, bro, I got to get a combination together that makes C.J. Stroud comfortable.
Well, look, I'm gonna say this about the O-line. I feel like right now is the perfect time to try to figure out who is your what they call them, a switch tackle, who you can swap back and forth, who you can put inside, outside, and then figure out the guys that you can't do that with and cut them. Because right now, that's what the Texans should be focused on. Also, if you know the Texans, the last 2 seasons that we didn't have D'Amico as head coach, we have went through offensive line injuries, and they've done well at swapping guys out and plugging and playing them. So I think that's one of the things they should be focused on, and they probably are.
Let me ask you this: since we're talking about the O-line, Blake Fisher, sophomore season, Ariante, rookie.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they are getting a fair assessment on their performance based on what they're doing in training camp when they going against one of the top defensive lines in the league this year?
You know, that's a great point, bro.
Top 3.
Yeah, top 3, probably top 2.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I can't really name a defense.
Is it that they that bad, or we just that good?
Well, from my perspective, just playing football or just looking at football, people got to realize that defenses are always ahead of the offense, like in the curve.
Okay.
The offense always take time to catch up. Another thing is you got a new OC coming in. They plugging and playing, these new schemes. CJ still figuring out things. CJ still trying to move traffic around and figure out what calls he need to make and how he need to communicate it in a whole new scheme that's probably Chinese to him right now.
Yeah, but he's come out publicly and said he's adapting really well to it.
He probably is, but overall, I mean, I feel like it's a good test for the O-line. If anything, it's going to make them better.
My opinion on that is you are absolutely right. It's going to be a good test for them because they get to go up against something different than what they already face every day in training camp. Mm-hmm. And this is going to tell the coaches where these guys really are. You know what I'm saying? Because that Minnesota Vikings D-line, don't get me wrong, it's not trash, but it's going to give them the opportunity to see what these guys do against an opponent.
Right.
Versus to their own teammate, and their teammates are ranked top 3 in the NFL.
Right. Hell yeah.
Not every game in the season are they going to play against a top 3 D-line.
Hey, look. Both of them pass rushes, bro, top 100. They haven't even called their name yet. They top 100.
Bro, that's a given. They was top 100 last year. Before Daniil Hunter even came to the Texans, he was top 100. Will Anderson, we traded up in the draft to get this man in the first round.
Yeah.
So clearly he's a beast. But to put some rookies out there, bro, against those two every day in practice.
Yeah, especially they coming off the edge right in front of you.
That's a tough. And say, I hope don't nobody look at this and think the wrong thing when I say this, man. But it's 2 guys on defense that when these dudes take their shirts off, if I'm a rookie, I'm going to get a little intimidated. Daniil Hunter is ripped, dog. Look like many Incredible Hulk. And then Garrett, he take his shirt off. I don't want to play no more. Don't send me out there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Rook.
Rook.
Carrying my pass back to the locker room.
Like, I can only imagine what they thinking about, because, some of them dudes in school, I'm just thinking back to my high school days. I don't know how it was in your high school days, dog. But some of them linemen, they was big, and they had a bunch of weight, but they were some of the softest dudes ever.
Yeah,
but you say you've been hearing good things about Ariante. In some kind of way, your boy Fisher done declined a little bit, but he was supposed to be the next starter this year. So I don't know
I was
what
talking highly on him, bro. Like I felt like
you was.
I felt like last season he played all right. Like we said, like he struggled in the beginning, but he started to figure things out.
But you weren't the only one who was saying that about him. So, what happened?
Now, unless he got lazy in the offseason, I don't know, bro.
I don't know, but he better figure it out.
Well, look, it's hot topic time.
You know, this is my
What?
time. You know what I'm saying? This is when I really shine, baby.
Hey, bro.
And I'm gonna put it out there. You know, normally we share the hot topic before we do the show. It's true. It's true.
Not this
but
time.
this time, my boy done mixed it up, man. So I'm just as eager as everybody else right now, man, to see what it's gonna be about.
Yeah. So look, if you could attend any sporting event in history, past, present, or future, what would it be and why?
Oh, that's too easy.
Too easy?
For me, you say any sporting event?
Any sporting event, past, present, or future. So you can create an event. It could be nostalgic or whatever you want it to be.
Nah, I ain't got to do all that. Because for me, that event has already been played out. But back in the day, if I would have had the means and ability to do so, bro, hold up, allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm gonna get that plane ticket, man, and I'm gonna take that trip across that water, man, and I'm gonna touch down in Africa, cause I want to see that Thriller in Manila live in 3D, baby. I'm talking about the greatest, Muhammad Ali. I gotta see that, man.
That's my idol, athlete.
Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, yeah, that would have been my event to go to.
That's funny you said that because what I came up with is I would like to see the Oilers back in the day. Anytime a playoff success, love your blue, being in the Astrodome and experiencing that. Number one reason is because the Astrodome brings so many nostalgic ideas and thoughts just to be inside that dome and see it at the time modern, you know, and those fans just crazy about a Houston team.
Right,
I don't feel like
right.
no time in my time of living that has ever been so crazy for a Houston team. Like fans just ridiculous. Even the Astros winning World Series. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the parades was live and shit, but that love your blue come through. Hey, even after a loss against the Steelers, the fans showed up.
Yeah.
60,000 inside, 40,000 outside.
Yeah.
There's never been the same, bro. Even for our Texans.
Right. Well, you know, I can't knock you on that. That's an excellent choice, bro. Like, love your blue, run and shoot offense. I mean, the city was lit. If I had to pick a local event, you know what I'm saying, from one of the local teams, which, you know, I can't say I wish I would have attended because I actually went. But when the Rockets won the championship, man, this city was on fire. This city was on fire, bro. And I saw those Oilers.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, when Akeem them came through here and did it, oh man. All on
Hey, look.
100 in Belford. Shirts raised up. I'm talking about boobies everywhere.
Hey, but look, I want to build off of that, bro.
Go ahead.
Because this is what I got for the future.
What you got?
Rockets beating the Knicks in the finals again this year at the Toyota Center. That's my future. I had thought it all out. I said, who's going to be strong in the East? And that was the only team I could really land on was the New York Knicks. Because the Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton, he hurt. The Celtics, our boy was light skinned.
Who you talking about? For the Celtics?
Yeah.
Oh, Tatum?
Tatum, he hurt.
Yeah.
They both got torn ACLs or whatever. They not coming back next season. So
You're right.
both of them teams out, in my opinion. You know who was strong after that? The New York Knicks.
Yeah.
Rockets and Knicks, 2026.
So that's your futuristic event.
Yeah.
Well, normally I don't play the role of a one-upper. But I think right now, and man, cause it's so crazy. Before I even say it, I already know you're gonna agree. But I'm gonna put it out there. If I had to do a futuristic event that was just can't miss, attending, for me, it's H-time for real. That's right. Them Houston Texans going to the Super Bowl and beating up on none other than our neighbors up north, them Dallas Cowboys. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Texas Bowl, all out.
Yeah. You got to come on, man.
Hey, for real.
For real.
Hey,
I got to get that.
hey, that's a
Gotta
good
get
one. That's a
that,
good
man.
one. Hey, so we're going to wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, people, tell us what event would be nostalgic to you. You know, rather past, present, or future. Drop it down in the comments. I want to know all your ideas, what y'all got. Any event, any sporting event, let us know. It's your boy D-Raw out.
It's your boy CB. Already, baby.